Well, it's my final day, stage 10, Tour Britannia from Flamme Rouge Racing. This one's going to be an interesting one. This is the Syco-list. Let's get on with it. So with stage 10, as you can see here, I'm faffing around trying to sort my phone out to get some music going in the pain cave. Nearly missed the start of this one. But back into the bunch and just taking a bit of a breather from that quick sprint out the box there. This one, 32 miles, we're back in Yorkshire for some more Yorkshire Hills. I think this is down as the Pump 8 route, but it's a bit of a loop around Yorkshire, taking in as many hills as we can by the looks of the course plan that I've seen. But yeah, just getting in the bunch, final day of the Flamme Rouge Racing Tour Britannia, and legs are feeling pretty tired, but I know that I can push through and get this one done. So hoping to get the final GC results later on today. Hopefully, when I set out at the start of the week, I sort of said to myself finishing the top half of GC with over 100 riders competing, and as the week's gone on, I've sort of crept up the GC ladder a little bit. So if I can now finish within the top 25 riders, I think I'll be happy with that. We'll wait and see for the final results later, but I've pushed this one on today because it is up a hill, down a hill. But as you can see, 46 riders in the pack today. Same category as normal, the C Pen, racing in the HAB category of this one. And just trying not to get dropped on the hills. But I know it's going to be punchy today, and I know that we've got an epic finish up one hill at the end, which we have to do earlier on in the ride. So see how this one goes, stay where I can, and hopefully get a good finish at the end. But again, plan for today, it's going to be about 32 miles, over 3,000 feet of elevation I think it is to try and come out with somewhere around the 350 would be nice, but 250 average watts would be quite good, somewhere around about 3.1, 3.2 watts per kilo is probably what I'll be looking for today. Obviously with the descents, not going to work on them, trying to aero tuck them as much as I can, but the climbs will probably make my neutralised power a bit different. So here's the first climb as we turn into here. It starts off at a 2.5 gradient. It's not recording what climb it's called, but it's definitely a rise, as you can see from the heads up display. So get over this one, regroup and see where we go. But I'm expecting to get dropped off at some point today. Not going to stay with the lead pack of this one. And as you can see, this climb's gone into a nice 4.6% gradient as we move towards the top of it. Still staying in that group at the moment, still sort of working hard to stay with them, trying to stay in the bunch as much as I can, get the aero benefits of being sat in that group. And as we go over the top of this one, hopefully try and get some recovery and get some aero tuck in and stay with them a little bit longer. As you can see, making the most of these descents, just pushing in a little bit and just letting myself roll down through. Familiar face from yesterday, the rider there, Quince, pipped me on the final climb yesterday and just rode away as if I wasn't there. Nice to see him in this group again today, but not got the legs for this one today, if I'm totally honest with you. I've warmed up as normal, but just not feeling I've got that get up and go in the legs this morning. So just going to try and recover as much as I can, do as much as I can. I've set my goals. Here I am chasing him down like yesterday, but making the most of the descent, recovering as much as I can, and then just sitting in the group for as long as I can today. Pushed down that descent there, as you can see, rolled right through to the front, and as they all come past me, they're putting out some power, so just hopefully just get dragged along with them for a bit. But this one looks like it's going to be a painful one. Straight into an orange segment at 7%. It's going to ease off a little bit and then go back up again into more 7% pluses in that amber section. So yeah, rider's starting to move away from me now. I'm not going to try and chase him down. I'm still doing over 300 watts there, and just trying to keep on a wheel. I don't want to be solo riding this one today. Felt like that on the Yorkshire Hills the other day for the individual time trial, where I just seemed to sit on my own for quite a lot of it, or I was trying to chase somebody down just to be with somebody. So this climb here, gone through that flatter section into 7% now, and I've been dropped. So not going to chase it down, not going to work too hard, just whatever wheel comes by me, I'm just going to try and see if I can sit with it and stay with it. Just coming over the top of this one, that rider's just pushed on to take the KOM banner before me. Sit on his wheel now, take the descent with him, and hopefully he'll want to work with me and do something to either bridge the gap to the people in front, which have got 14 seconds on us, or he'll start working with us, because it's just the two of us at the moment. 7 seconds to the group behind, 14, 15 seconds to the group in front. So he either needs to work with me, or I'll try and push on myself. Nothing to go for on the sprint here, so I've not even bothered to put an effort in. That other rider's sat on my wheel, come through. Again, just chase him down on the descent and then sit with him, but roll through again. He's clearly not working too hard to stay with me at the moment. It's letting me do the work on the front, which is fine. But if I can close that 8-second gap to those riders in front and make this group bigger, then that would be a bonus as we get into some of the hillier climbs. I've been pushing on, and I've closed down the gaps to those riders in front. There we go, coming into the bottom of another climb. We've closed that gap right down. Now they're only 2 seconds ahead, so a little bit of an effort here to try and get across to them. And our group of 2 is going to become 5 by the looks of it, or maybe 4. Trying to work out the maths there. Little rise up here, it's going to kick in again in a minute, but keeping this little group together is definitely going to be in my interest rather than being solo riding this one. Bit of a break here on this smaller section, but then another rise as it comes around this bend. Just lost one rider off the front, he's pushed on again, put 6-7 seconds in us on this climb. So try and stay with these 2, get over the top of this one, take the descent and relax. As I come around and take this KOM banner, as you can see, I'm on my own now. The riders are 14 seconds down the road in front of me, and the group behind sort of around 18-20 seconds behind me as well. So I know that my teammates are in that back group. Just going to try and make the most of this descent and keep pushing on. The group behind are no doubt going to catch me on the climb, so especially now that I'm on my own, I'm just going to sit, do what I can, keep the pedals turning over, and if the group behind catch me with got my teammates in it, then I'll work and sit with them. But at the moment, just doing my own thing, just trying to keep the pedals turning, keep moving, and fingers crossed we can either bridge that gap in front, or when my group behind catches me, I'll sit with them. Heads up display make this climb look absolutely brutal. I'm not going to lie, at this point I had nothing in my legs. I didn't really want to do anything. Faffing around with my gears, trying to work out if I could change to the smallest cog on the Wahoo bike. Obviously it's all electronic, and I was trying to work out how to do it. But some of those corners there were like 12-15%. Got the gearing sorted eventually in the end. Got my cadence back and just put the effort in to try and get over this one. But yeah, this after 10 days of racing, these final few climbs were tough, to say the least. But here I've got Rich, who's just joined me. He's just come past and left me standing, as you can see. and there's a couple of our other riders in this group as well, so try and stay with this group now, sit with them and just try and hold myself in this group and work with them. They've done a great effort to get across to me. They've put 20 seconds effort in to get across and close that gap with me, but I'm not going to push through or do anything. I'll attack the descents like I always do to get the recovery in and use my weight to my advantage, but now that we're in the same group, I'll just sit with these guys and girls and hopefully just ride home with them. So this is us just coming back in through the town now, taking the banner where we started earlier on. I say it's lap 1, but I don't think it works like that. So that's 17 miles into this race, 45 minutes. 264 watts average at the moment for me, happy with that. I was expecting sort of the 250, 260 for today's effort anyway, so yeah, happy with that. The group stayed together really well. Still got my 3 teammates in this one with me as well. Just doing a little bit of work to stay nearer the front of this group, but when the hills come, just try and stick in, because I know that I'm struggling with the hills today with that extra power through the pedals. I just haven't got it today. I seem to be managing quite well on these rolling little kickers and stuff where I've got a descent and just rolling into the bottom of these climbs. and taking the momentum up these little kickers, but it's those longer drawn out climbs where we're at 4 or 5% for a little while that I'm sort of struggling with. Got just over 12 miles to go. I know that the finish is hard, so I need to make sure I'm recovered for that. Been taking on lots of fluid and eating well on the bike and getting my sort of prep and that better on the bike. I used to come out and race and do sessions without any food or drink, which I'm getting better at. So here we are, turning into this next little climb. Hopefully I can hold the wheels and get through this one and come over the top with the teammates together. This is a nice shot here. 4 level esports racing riders in this group. Look, it's me coming down the left hand side of the pack, but you can see the other 3 riders there as well. All in the green kit, the green army are out today. Look, just pushing through to the front. It's Rich that's on the front. Just going up to the front, moving up now. 3 of us together here. Nice and controlled, sitting in with Rich, doing the work and moving through to the top of this climb. Just holding the pack well at the moment. 16th, 17th place in this group out of 46. Obviously I don't know what the GC standings are going to be like, but I know that the more effort I put in on this one, the better my chances are of getting that top 25 GC. If I can get that, that'd be a great result this week. As you can see, the team is sticking well together here. We've got Rich is digging in and helping out. We've got Kristen and Mim as well, doing well in their respective categories, racing in the women's race in the Tour Britannia. I've still got a good chance in the GC with my race as well, so we're all working in. Individually we've got our own race game plans and stuff like that, but it's just nice to be in a group with people that are from the same team, and you see their jerseys and that. It makes you dig a little bit deeper to stay with them and work hard to not get dropped by this group or by them. You want to work with them. Definitely I've noticed today that my strength is attacking over the top of these climbs and taking the descents, where I've been able to recover a bit more. So if I can do that and they can sit on my wheel and get a bit of respite as well, then hopefully that's helping them with their race plans. Just coming over the top of this KOM now. Got about 6 miles left in this race. Again, pushing through to get the aero tuck, get recovery in, get some fluid on. Hopefully the teammates are recovering a bit behind me as well, using me as a bit of an aero draft and boost. Not pedalling here at all really, just sitting in and letting myself roll down this hill. Bit of respite, bit of recovery, and we'll go again. Bit of lack of concentration there from me. I've been fiddling with my phone or something and realised that we've let the group get 3-4 seconds away from us. So just bringing that back now, just moving across to it, helping out where I can, and just closing the gaps down on that into this little kicker, and that group will come back to me as I ease off. So yeah, just little lapses of concentration or fiddling with my phone to adjust my Wahoo fan and stuff. Just takes your eyes off the screen. Although you're still pedaling, you're just missing out on what's happening on the screen in front of you. So probably not an ideal thing to be doing with 3 miles or so to go in a race, but here we go, another climb. Just a day of Yorkshire Hills. Surrey Hills was bad enough, but now we're in the Yorkshire Hills, and I know that we've got that monster of a climb at the end with the 20% in it, so get through this one. Like I said, stick with those coloured jerseys, your teammates, and they'll pull you over the top, and that's how I felt today. It just felt like because they were there, I just wanted to stick with them, so it's good to have them there. I think on another day, if they weren't there, I probably would have just eased off and gone into a zone 2 ride, but kept on plugging away, kept on thinking the ultimate GC result is what I want to do well in as well. So my first ever tour series, 10 consecutive days of racing, so we'll see how we get on. making the most of this descent, because I know with 0.5 of a mile to go in this race, we turn this corner, look, 15% there, it was 17%. As we turn the corner, I think we're going to get a 20% somewhere, if I've not already had it. But yeah, still 12%, 8 miles an hour I'm travelling at, over 300 watts, 360 watts, and I'm doing 7 mile an hour. I'm out the saddle, 0.4 of a mile to go. Some of these riders around me here are in my race category, so they could be in the GC near to where I am, so I'm just conscious of that, and I'm conscious of not giving too many places away to any rider with the HAB category in their name, which is definitely the two ahead of me at the moment. So just chasing down, get over the top of this climb, and the finish line can't be that far away, 0.2 of a mile to the finish line it says, so gone to 15th place now. So here we go, can I get any of these places back? 16th place, dropped a few. 3 riders in front of me are all in my category, so I need to close the gaps on them. Can I get through? There's 1, there's 2, got 250 yards to go, feet to go, sorry, and pit that one as well. 13th. He tried to get me on the line there, but just didn't quite do it, did he? 13th place, 260 watts average, 3.3 watts per kilo. Well, there you go, just completed stage 10, Tour Britannia Flamme Rouge Racing. I hope you liked this series of videos. Please do click that like button, click that subscribe button. One thing before I go, I'd just like to thank Flamme Esports Racing for the opportunity to race with them in this series, and also my coach, Crown Coach Cycling, for their support throughout the week, making sure that I've got the right figures and I'm working hard towards my winter goals. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.